Today, we're going to be going over the top 10 sales that I had for Q3 on eBay. In this video, I'm going to be going over the top 10 things that I sold from July 1st, 2023 up until September 30th. These are definitely items that I would suggest picking up if you guys do find these in the wild. If you can get them for cheap, definitely pick them up for sure. Starting with number 10, I sold a pair of Adidas vintage wrestling shoes. Make sure you keep an eye out for vintage wrestling shoes. They do sell pretty nicely. I've sold a couple in the past for well over $100 a pair, and this one bought for $13 at the local ARC thrift store and sold it for $120 plus shipping. Definitely make sure you keep an eye out for these. The pair that I had was, I think, from the year 2000. I did find one from like 1995 before and sold that for over $100 as well. So definitely keep an eye out for vintage wrestling shoes. Alright guys, next item is actually number 9, which is a Guitar Hero Sunburst PlayStation 3 guitar, actually, with the dongle. You gotta make sure you have the dongle on that. Bought that for $43 at the local game shop, actually, and sold it for $140 plus shipping. If you don't mind the shipping, the big bulky items, I would say pick it up if you can find the dongle too. Make sure you have the dongle. Going over number 8 on the list is this rainbow vacuum attachment. Actually, it's the power nozzle with the hose. Bought this in a recent video that I showed you guys. Paid 20 bucks for the canister and the hose itself, and sold the nozzle separately for $130 plus shipping. Just left the unique store. Did pick up a couple of things, but we're getting over number 7 on the list, which is this cervical, like some sort of device for your neck or something like that. I don't really know anything about this. Picked it up at the local Chap thrift store, paid $25 for this, and sold it for $150 plus shipping. Moving on to number 6 is the Santoni brown shoes, sneakers, whatever you want to call it. Bought these for $10 at the local ARC thrift store and sold it for $175 plus shipping. So definitely a great brand to look out for. Mentioned in one of my YouTube shorts about these shoes. These were in really good shape. They were a men's size 10 bucks into 175. Great sale. We continue down the line with the top 5 of Q3. Coming in at number 5 is one that you guys have seen. It is the rainbow vacuum, the canister vacuum, plus the hose as well. Now with this one, I actually ended up buying a new HEPA filter for this, and it cost me $15 for that on top of the $10 that I spent on the actual vacuum itself. So all in about $26, $27 after tax, and I ended up selling the entire thing for $170 plus shipping. So this one actually ended up totaling more than the Santoni shoes, because shipping on this was actually higher. So technically the total sale was actually higher than the Santoni ones, but I mean, you can flip-flop whatever, 170, 175, same difference. Both of them still a great sale for sure. Coming in at number 4 is actually this pair of shoes. These are Ferragamo penny shoes, actually penny loafers, and I actually bought these at a garage sale for $15 only. Now the Ferragamo is actually a designer brand, so these can get faked, but they actually looked pretty legit. It was a pretty big size, men's size 13, but only paid $15 for it and ended up selling it for $210 plus shipping. So definitely something to keep an eye out for sure. Coming in at number 3 is the Microsoft ergonomic keyboard, new in the box. Now I actually picked this up for $6.42 only at Savers. Yeah, it's one of my biggest keyboard sales for sure. If you guys have been watching, I have been picking up a lot of those Microsoft ergonomic keyboards, the 4000.1 keyboards. They have been selling quite a bit for me, especially back in the springtime. They definitely have lost a lot of value actually. I did pick up a couple of them recently that were more used and not as good condition. They still ended up selling for maybe about $30 to $40, but the value has definitely dropped because I was selling those things for like $70, $80 before, and it was the same buyer that would always buy them. So this new one that sold did go to that same buyer as well, and it sold for $225 plus shipping. So definitely pick them up if you guys can find them brand new in the box. They will sell pretty nicely, especially if this buyer keeps buying them. So but yeah, great sale there. $642 into $225 plus shipping. We're now moving into the top 2 on the list for Q3, and both of these actually, number 1 and number 2, are both Panasonic items. Coming in at number 2 is the Panasonic wireless like corporate phone that was new in the box. Picked it up at that unique store that I was just at, basically a Savers, and only paid $8.55 for those. Of course, there's tax on that, so that's why it's kind of an odd number, but we sold it for $350 plus shipping. Definitely don't overlook phones, especially like corporate phones, company-wide phones, especially new in the box too. They do sell. I've sold a different one as well, a different brand. That one was actually part of Q2, I believe, which is why it's not on this list, but that one's still sold for quite a bit as well. So definitely keep an eye out for wireless phones. These aren't even like cell phones, these are actually like landline phones. Definitely don't overlook phones. If you guys see something in a non-traditional box, I would say, definitely look it up for sure. And back on the couch here, coming in at number 1, if you guys didn't guess it already, it is the Panasonic flip clock from the movie Groundhog Day. I posted a short about this one as well. Picked it up at Savers, the actual Savers store. Paid $5.35 for this only, and it sold for $375 plus shipping. So definitely keep an eye out for flip clocks. Vintage flip clocks do sell. Not every single one does sell, but if you have specific ones that have been featured in like movies like Groundhog Day, Back to the Future, those can actually fetch in quite a bit of money. Definitely something to keep an eye out for. Flip clocks, vintage flip clocks. Panasonic's great flip clock brand to look out for. I don't think Sony has flip clocks. Might be wrong, but I know there are plenty of Panasonic ones though, for sure. Anyways, that's gonna round up the top 10 of Q3 for me. Let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite. How was your Q3 as well? If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you guys enjoy thrifting content like this, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified when my next video comes out. But that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.